Welcome to workout number 2 of our foundation workout. So today we are working legs and core, the 2 most important things to work. They are the things that you use in everyday life. Your legs are the biggest muscle in your body. Your core, you want a strong core, a strong foundation. It helps with your lower back. You're moving everyday functions. So today we may do some new movements for you, but listen to me, I guide you through them, working with your body, your range of motion. You may need an extra chair for balance, but other than that, let's go ahead and get started. Remember that we are doing these 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. If you like them, come join us, come join our community, come to our website and sign up. All right, ladies, let's get to it. So we're working our legs today and our core. We're gonna burn them out. It's gonna be great. We may learn some new movements. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start opening up our hips. So sitting back into one hip, and then we're gonna come into the other. Really loosen up our lower body. So this is where recovery comes in as well. So that I'll have a little bit more to say at the end of the workout. But a little dynamic warm-up, stretching after your workouts really help with form, especially stretching out your legs. Because once your legs get tight, I promise you, your whole body gets tight. Do as I say, not as I do. I have learned the lessons for you, okay? All right, we're gonna go into our neck. Drop on your ear, down to your shoulder, and then we're gonna come over to the other side. Get nice and warm. All right, let's do one more to the other side and then we'll start rolling our chin. All right, let's roll across and then come around back down. Let's go to the back. So we're gonna go into our marching again. So you kind of know how it feels. You know where you need to get. I want you to get out of breath. Bring your heart rate up. Try a little bit more aggressive today if you can, if you're feeling it. All right, we'll go into our final, well, no, we have 2 more little bits of warm up. So we're gonna do our wrist, ankle, and our shoulders. So we're just gonna start rolling out our wrists, going clockwise, counterclockwise. You wanna make sure your body's nice and warm before you start going into exercises or start picking up weights. It's very important. All right, now you can either hold onto your chair or sit down, working our ankles, loosening those up. We're gonna go straight into calves for our first exercise after our march. So really loosen those up. All right, let's go other foot. Beautiful. I'm so excited you're here today, joined us, our second video. All right, let's keep going. All right, we're gonna go shoulders now. So bringing our shoulders back and down, opening them up. We have a nice little core blast for you too, in there, mixed in there. All right, coming forward. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna go into our arm over arm, and then we're gonna come back, just loosening up. If you feel like your hips are still a little tight, so come in, sitting back into your hip, and then to the other side, maybe even kind of reaching towards your toes, as far as you can go. It doesn't have to be far, just kind of working range of motion, just moving. There we go, kind of opening up your hips, getting them nice and loose. We got about 30 more seconds here, and then we'll go into our march. Again, you know how it feels, so you do you. You get the most out of this workout, okay? I'm here to guide you, but I want you to challenge yourself as much as you can. All right, let's do a little hip roll, and then we'll go straight into our marching. All right, let's get ready, ladies. Let's start it off in 3, 2, 1, let's march. So keep your core engaged during this march. March with a purpose. Basically, anytime you're here with me, we are doing everything with a purpose. Nothing is just lackadaisical. We are here, we are on a mission. We're here to get stronger, better, just overall healthier. All right, we got about 30 more seconds here, so pick it up. Should be feeling out of breath. You wanna be having nice, big, deep breaths after this. All right, keeping it up. Remember, keep a bottle of water handy. You may need it a couple times today. If at any point you need to take a break, drink your sip of water and then get right back to it. That's where we're at. All right, keep it up. You got about 10 more seconds and we're gonna go into calf raises. So whether you're sitting or standing, you can either hold onto the chair or balance yourself in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So holding onto the chair, you're just coming up onto your toes, squeezing your calves, and then coming back down. If you can, take that challenge, balance, come back down. It actually might be nice to kind of keep that balance a little bit. You really then can focus on your calves. Squeeze, and then come back down. So I'm gonna face you, but still squeezing, and then coming right back down. We got 30 more seconds here. My calves are already on fire. So remember, if you are working that mind-muscle connection, if you know the muscle you are working and being intentional with it, then you should be able to feel that burn. All right, coming back down. We got about 15 more seconds, maybe getting 5 more in, and then we'll go into a sit to stand. So it's kind of like a modified squat. In 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna come right in front of our chair. We're gonna sit back, sit down, and then we're just gonna drive through our heels, coming up, squeeze your glutes at the top. Remember, always squeezing your glutes. That makes, other people wanna squeeze them. All right, coming back up. Yes. So if you need that little extra help to push off of the chair, do it. If you can put your arms across your chest, it kind of adds a little bit more to that balance, that challenge. I always like to keep my hands out in front of me when I'm squatting. Kind of like in a modified prayer, hand pose, whatever you want to do. All right, coming down. Let's do 2 more of those. And then we are going to stay doing this, but for that final minute, we're gonna add the calf raise. So have a seat, take a break. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna stand and then raise up onto our toes. Squeeze your calves, and then we're gonna come back down. Coming up, squeeze, and then back down. So if you need that extra balance, if you have another chair or something for you to hold on to, we're really trying to work our balance in here too. That's why we're going nice and slow. Our mobility, our balance, sit to stands are really great for mobility. They're really great on working your leg strength, your core. And then these calf raises are just crushing the balance game. All right, we got about 15 more seconds here, and then we're gonna go back into our march. We'll have a little core blast in between these leg exercises and marching, bringing it up. Let's do 1 more in, here we go, 3, 2, 1. Let's go back into our march. Yes, ladies, that felt great. All right, let's go. So we got 3 ab exercises coming up after this march. Get that burn in. So core work, people want to rush through it. And let me tell you, we're gonna slow it down. That is how we'll build that strength. You may not be able to do the entire minute this time, and that's okay. You will build that strength, I promise you. Listen to me, trust me, and you will be there in no time, I promise. All right, we got about 15 more seconds. And then we're gonna come down, we're gonna sit down, all of us, and we're gonna go into a seated bicycle. So we're gonna bring elbow to knee. Let's bring it down in 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna sit at the edge of our chair, kind of lean back, engage your core, hands behind your head, elbows out wide. We're gonna bring our opposite knee to opposite elbow. Feel that turn, that twist, squeeze, engage your core, and then come back down. And then we're gonna go to the other side. We don't have to go quickly. We're going nice and slow, keeping your core engaged, making sure you're still leaning back. If you wanna scoot a little bit further and lean back a little bit more, that is up to you. So we're bringing our knees out. A little bit of a challenge here. Again, don't take this challenge if you don't need to. You're gonna bring both legs up off the ground, and then you're just going to bring opposite knee to elbow, keeping your feet off the ground. But until we build that strength, we're here. Beautiful, ladies. Let's do one more on each side. 1, 2. All right, we're gonna go into an oblique side to side. So with this, I would normally add weights, but we're gonna grab our imaginary weights and we're gonna turn to one side, tilt to one side. You're gonna feel that in your side abs, your obliques, and then you're gonna come to the other side. Squeeze as you come down. There we go. That should feel really nice. So obliques are usually missed. So after this, we really want to make sure we stretch them out so they don't get tight. All right, we got about 15 more seconds here. Keep it going. Keep that squeeze. Don't rush it. When you feel like you're starting to rush it or go faster, that's the time you need to slow it down. All right, keep it going. We're gonna go hand to foot, so kind of like the bicycle, but we're doing a little bit more range of motion. All right, in 3, 2, 1. So let's kind of keep that hinge back, keep your core engaged, and we're just gonna come out, straight hand, straight arm to straight leg, wherever you can touch. Obviously, I'm not expecting you to touch your toe. Just try and bring it out. Keep that straight leg. If you're just coming out here, that's great. You're still working your core. If you're coming a little bit higher and closer to your foot, you do you, ladies. You just want to make sure that you're engaging your core. So making sure you're leaning back, keeping that nice tension in your core. We got about 10 more seconds here, then we're going back into our march. Let it burn. We're only doing abs for 3 minutes at a time. So try and do them as long as you can. All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's march. All right, bringing it back up. That should have felt really nice. Nice little core engagement. Legs and core, I am obsessed with. So they make me happy. A strong core, strong legs is everything. All right, let's keep it up. 30 more seconds. Your core is used in everyday life more than you think. So really engaging, really focusing on that core and getting excited about it and really working that mind-muscle connection will do wonders for you, I promise you. 15 more seconds. Let's speed it up just a little bit. Yes. All right, we're gonna go into just a squat. So kind of like a sit to stand, except for we're not gonna use the chair unless we need it. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Feet a little wider than hips width apart. Your toes can point out a little bit. Depends on your range of motion. They can kind of point forward, up to you. You're gonna sit back as far as you can go. If that's here, great. If you can come a little lower, great. It is up to you. We're just kind of coming down. Squeeze your glutes at the top, coming down as low as you can. Make sure that you're sitting back in your heels. So you don't wanna be up on the balls of your feet. You want to be sitting back. So at the bottom of your squat, you should be able to wiggle your toes. Beautiful. All right, coming back up. Squeeze, and then sitting back. Squats are one of the best things you can do. Coming up. And then back up. Let's do 2 more here. 1. I always had a bodybuilder friend of mine say, if you want abs, do squats. If you want beautiful arms, do squats. So I am obsessed with squats. All right, let's go into good mornings. So basically your feet are a little, like about hips width apart, Your hands are gonna go right behind your head, slight bend in your knees, and you're just gonna hinge forward, keeping that weight in your heels until you feel that pull in your hamstrings. So about right here, right under your booty, you wanna feel that pull and then come back up. Squeeze your glutes. So this is kind of getting us ready for our next move, which is gonna be a deadlift. A deadlift is like a pretty challenging move, I guess. But it's a really great move, and this is kind of getting you into that connection with your body, into how that deadlift should feel. Beautiful. All right, so going into a deadlift, basically you're gonna be holding weights in front of you. Same set position as that good morning. You're gonna think about pressing your hips back and your butt back as you bend forward. You wanna keep a nice flat back. You never wanna curve. So you're coming back, 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 as far down as you can go until you feel a pull in your hamstrings, and then you'll come back up, squeeze your glutes at the top. So you're gonna come down. Some people may have more range of motion. You may only come here before you feel that pull. That's what you're looking for, and then you come back up, squeezing your glutes at the top. So you should not feel this in your back. This is why we're doing this without weights first. I wanna make sure you have your form down correct, especially with leg movements, before we start picking up any sort of weight. All right, coming back down. Let's do 2 more of those. Again, never rounding your back, always keeping a nice flat back, shoulders back and down, coming back up. Beautiful, 1 more. All right, let's go back into our march in 3, 2, 1. You ladies did fantastic on those. Those can be more of a challenging move, but I think that if you learn it the correct way, if you do it without weights, if you give yourself, you have a little bit of just, oh my God, I can't even think of the word. Just be patient with yourself and know that you're still learning things, and it'll all blossom beautifully, I promise. All right, keeping going. 20 more seconds. We're going back into core work. So we're gonna sit back down. Coming up. All right, let's get a little bit more aggressive for 10 seconds. Bring it up, higher knees. Yes, ma'am. She's getting out of breath. All right, let's have a seat in 3, 2, 1. All right, coming down. We're gonna scoot to the edge of our chair. Lean back, bring your knees up, and then you're gonna kick out and come back in. So you kick and come back in. That may be a little challenging. If that is the case, we are gonna sit back, keep our feet on the ground, and we'll alternate between them. So kicking up, bringing one knee up, kick out, and then come back to that set position. Bring your knee up, press out, feeling your core engaged the entire time. There we go. All right, coming back down. Let's do 2 more on each side. So 1, 2, 2. Awesome. All right, so now we're gonna do flutter kicks, hinging back, bringing our feet off the ground, and then we're just going to kick. This one, you may not be able to hold for the entire 60 seconds, and that is okay. Do what you can, take that break, pause, take a big deep breath, and then get right back to it. Again, all I ask is for your best and for you to keep going. That's what will get you stronger. That's what will make you better, I promise you. 30 more seconds here. When I first started and I first started doing core work, I could barely get through 2 minutes of a 30-minute class. And now I am so much stronger in my core. You've got to trust the process. I promise you, it works. All right, keep going, 15 seconds. Again, if you need to take that break, take that break. If not, we got 10. And then we're going back into bicycles in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, sitting up, hinging back, hands behind your head, knee to elbow. Still working that core, your obliques. making sure you twist as much as you can. So twist. If you're here, that's where you're at today, and that's awesome. I'm proud of you for being here. I am proud of you for getting through this workout. I mean, this is fantastic. 30 more seconds here. All right, bringing it up. We're gonna go right back into our march after this. We got one more little set, 3 minutes of legs, and then we'll go into our cool down march and we'll start stretching it out. You are almost done, ladies. Do not give up yet. This is where it is, where you make it or break it. Keep going. All right, let's march in 3, 2, 1. All right, back to our march. Coming up with it. All right, so when we hit about 30 seconds, from that 30 to 45 second mark, we're gonna see how quickly we can move those feet. It doesn't have to be high knees. It can be just a quick little run, but we're just gonna pick it up just a bit. In 3, 2, 1. All right, let's pick it up. Just bringing our heart rate up just a tad bit more. We got about 10 more seconds here, and then we'll go back into our marches. It's our final heart rate based march. All right, let's walk it down in 3, 2, 1. Keep marching it out. Beautiful, we got 15 seconds. We're gonna go back into our sit to stands. I like to burn it out, as you can see, kind of work through the same exercises. All right, let's sit it down in 3, 2, 1. So coming in front of your chair, getting that nice proper form, still sitting in your heels, standing, squeezing your glutes at the top. So sit back and then coming back to a stand. If this doesn't feel challenging enough, you can tap and then stand. So still keeping that squat, but just tapping the chair and coming up. But otherwise, sit down, take that moment, and then stand. You can also add a little bit of challenge in a different way. You can sit, lift your knees, and then come stand. There's always ways to add a little bit of challenge, always ways to modify, and we're here for it. I just want you here, I want you moving, doing proper form, but whatever that may be for you today. All right, let's go into a squat. So stand away from your chair. You can still tap if you want, but then come in sitting as low as you can and then back up. Remember, as low as you can, that may not be as low as I can go. Some people may be able to go a little bit lower. Just making sure you're feeling it, making sure you're squeezing your glutes at the top, coming down, and then back up. We got about 30 more seconds here, and then we're all gonna sit down for our last exercise before we walk it out at the end. You have done fantastic today. I hope you love leg day, core day, as much as I do. All right, coming back down. Let's do 4 more of those. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's sit down. We're gonna go into basically like a quad press. We're gonna be working our quads, the top part of our leg. You're gonna lift one knee up, press out, squeeze your quads, and then come back and go back down. So make sure your foot stays off the ground before you set it back down, working that full range of motion. It's up, squeeze, and then back down. Again, not rushing through these, really feeling that tension in your muscle coming up. Beautiful. We got about 25 more seconds. You're done with this workout. We're gonna walk it out, stretch it out, and then you ladies are done. You've made it, and you crushed it. And hopefully you learned something new. All right, coming up. There's always something new you can learn about form, about fitness. It's very exciting. All right, let's walk it out in 3, 2, 1. Just a nice just keep moving. Nothing crazy. We don't want our heart rate up. We're actually trying to bring our heart rate down. We just want to keep moving before we start our stretching, our cool down. This is kind of part of that cool down. Keep it going. So you could just kind of start to feel your heart rate slow, bringing it back down. Got about 30 more seconds here. Again, if you just kind of want to like tap side to side, dance it out because you're done. It's exciting. All right, keep it up. 15 more seconds, and then let's all have a seat. All right. Let's sit down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's work on our neck. Let's just drop our ear to the side. This one you can not do as much moving. You can grab your head, pull it down just a little bit further. Be very careful, obviously. All right, let's switch it up. Just a light pull, just to get a little bit more of a stretch. Awesome. All right, let's go rolling our chin across our chest. Just go to the front, half circle a couple times, and then we'll do a full circle. There we go. Come all the way back, and then back around. All right, so let's go into a figure 4. So if you're gonna bring your foot up on your knee, and then you're gonna lean forward as much as you can. You should feel this in your glute. This is a really great exercise to do to stretch out your legs. If you can't do this, it's gonna work, you're gonna be stretching a different part of your leg, but I still want you stretching out your legs. So you're gonna kickstand your heel and just reach towards your toe as far as you can go. But if you can do that figure 4, try and do that. And just lean forward as much as you can. All right, and then you're gonna switch it up. I have very tight hips, so I need to do this much more. All right, lean forward. You did fantastic today, ladies. I'm so proud of you. All right, take a nice big deep breath in. Okay, let it go. Put both feet on the ground. We're gonna bring one arm up and over, stretching out your side, your obliques, really feel it there. Breathe into it, big deep breath in. Let it go. Do one more of those. All right, let's switch it up. Slow and controlled. Don't wanna rush through it. Awesome. All right. 2 big deep breaths. All right, let's intertwine our fingers. Press your hands up over your head and just kind of go to one side and the other. There we go, and open up your chest. Amazing. You ladies did awesome today. Legs and core, you crushed it. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see you for our last foundational workout. Welcome to our family. I am so proud of you for that workout. I am so excited to see your progression. Remember that these exercises may have been a little bit more difficult today, and that's okay, but stick with me, stick with it, and I promise you, you will progress, you will get stronger, you will live a much healthier life, active lifestyle. So sign up, come join our community, come join our family. We are so excited to have you.